Hey, congratulations, you are retired, but let's make sure that your money is going to last you for as long as possible. And today I have 10 awesome tips to share with you to help you make that happen. So grab your journal, your retirement journal that I recommend, and jot down some of these thoughts to make sure that you don't miss any of them. Tip number one, let's focus on getting control of your utilities. One of the best ways that you can do that is getting a programmable thermostat, and especially the one that you can control with an app from your phone. So this way, if you're going away, if you're coming back, you can also take care of and make sure that you're not using heat or you're doing air conditioning when you're not around. Don't forget to run your ceiling fan and make sure that it's going to help you with air circulation. So that way in the summertime, for example, it's going to pull up all the cold air. And then in the winter time, it's going to pull down all the warm air. And it's going to make feel like you have that air movement, and it's always helpful. If you guys have a fireplace, make sure that the damper is closed, because you won't believe how much air escapes through that chimney without you even realizing it. So if you're not using the fireplace, make sure that it's always closed, and that way you're going to be able to save on those electrical costs. Check with your utility company to see if there is an energy audit that is available for them to do for you. Most of the time they do them free of charge, and they will come out and they will take a look at your home and give you some thoughts and ideas on where you may be losing your heat and your air, maybe through some cracks or something that you may want to seal. They'll give you a whole report that you can take a look at and then take action. LED light bulbs are amazing. They are long lasting, and you can invest in them and make sure that you don't have to worry about swapping out light bulbs on the regular basis. And also you can potentially look into some of those things that you can operate and use through Wi-Fi. You can turn light on, you can turn light off, and that's also great savings for you. And of course, don't forget about appliances. If you have things that are older, maybe it's time to invest in the newer versions that are energy efficient. Did you know that the most expensive appliance that is used in your home is actually a dryer? So think about that, and perhaps maybe you can hang some clothes to dry if you don't mind that as an option. Fridge is going to cost you about $240 to run every year. So don't forget and clean the back of a refrigerator on a regular basis to make sure that it is running efficiently. And it's a suggestion also to run your dishwasher later in the night, because the rates may be less expensive from your utility company. The second point has to do with some DIYing, because in retirement you do have some more time. So the first one that we could talk about is yard maintenance. If you have a yard and you used to pay to have someone come in and cut the grass, perhaps maybe that is something that you may want to take over. It is something that's fun to do. You get to do some moving, right? Remember, we want to do at least 30 minutes of moving a day, so there isn't some exercise. And you can invest in some systems to help you at like Home Depot and Lowe's, and get some tools, or maybe you would call them toys, to do that, and then get some, movement on a regular basis. The same thing applies to home maintenance. If you want to do some tinkering because you have some time, you'll be surprised at some really great YouTube videos that you can follow for some basic home maintenance tips and repairs that you can make where you can save some money. Of course, you can also wash your own car, get that long hose going and get to scrubbing. And again, that's also is a workout as well. With regards to home cleaning, if you don't want to pay someone, my suggestion to you is to invest in some good quality products that are all in one, which means that you can use one product on multiple services. And I'm going to make a list for you of some of the favorites that I use in my own home in the description box under this video, that you can take a look. Like, for example, Wyman products for stainless steel appliances are really great. I have a spit mop that I use, and a Bissell small canister vacuum cleaner is amazing. It's easy to use, easy to clean, and the most important thing is very light to carry. So think about the systems that you can create. And for cleaning products, I really like to use products from Method because they actually smell really nice, but they're not very strong, and they do a great job on multiple surfaces. Point number 3 has to do with you eating out less and eating more at home. And here the focus is on healthy ingredients, on being able to cook with your loved ones, maybe having your grandkids involved. And you can always check out YouTube channels for great suggestions on quick meals that you can make in as little as 15 to 30 minutes. And also remember, I'm a true believer that what you eat, the food is medicine, and it's super important what you put in your body. Another suggestion is make your own coffee. You can invest in a really great coffee station and make it fun if you want. And this way it's going to save you the trip, which actually, you know what, you can save also on gas and not having to go to a local coffee shop. At $6 a day, that's almost $200 a month savings if you are making coffee at home. And guess what? You can experiment and check out some videos for some like fancy craft drinks that you can make at home and make it more fun. The next point is if you are taking medicine, think about going the route of generics. So talk to your doctor to see if that's an option. You can also consider doing mail order prescriptions if there's something that you take on a regular basis, because typically mail order where you get a 90-day supply is going to be less expensive. And I'm also going to suggest for you to shop around and look at different pharmacies, because what I have found is that they all have different price structures. So compare Costco and Amazon and your local drugstores to see what their costs are and what their policies are. The next point is really a big one. It talks about downsizing. As you guys know, housing is the biggest piece of your budget that you have in retirement, and sometimes it may make sense to downsize into something smaller, maybe less maintenance, less hassle. So think about going from a single family home maybe to a townhouse, to a condo, and maybe just to renting, because it does make sense for some people. So when you downsize, of course, your utilities and overall maintenance is going to go down. You're going to have either a lower mortgage or no mortgage at all. If you have some extra space, don't forget about an option of what's called a house hacking, where you can rent some extra spaces and rooms, or maybe garage or even a basement in your space to make some extra money. The next point is let's talk about your car, which is the second most expensive thing that's probably going to be or right around there on your budget list. If you have something that is a gas guzzler and it's a big one, why not trade for something that is smaller, maybe more efficient? And if you are thinking about getting a new car, don't go with new. You get something that is used, maybe that is coming off the lease. Those are some of the best kind of suggestions that a lot of experts suggest. Because if you do buy a new car, as soon as it rolls off the lot, it's going to lose value. And you can always go to the library and check out consumer reports for some rankings and some good ideas on a good, reliable, gas efficient car that is going to last you for a long time. Point number 7 has to do with budgeting. It's probably something that I touch upon in every video, but I can't tell you how important it is, because it is the foundation for your retirement planning, so that way you can have a peace of mind. Know what your expenses are, know how much money is coming in, and also be flexible, because you may have to do some adjustments every month to make sure that you're living well. Point number 8, I want you to get into the habit, if you're not already, to ask for senior citizen discounts. I know that grocery stores and some other places actually have specific days designated for senior citizens. So find out when that's happening, and everywhere you go, whether it's a restaurant or shopping or you on vacation somewhere, ask them, do you offer senior citizen discounts? You will be surprised. Point number 9 has to do with Social Security. Potentially, if you don't need it right now, you may want to delay it and collect it at a later date. As you know, for each year that you delay Social Security, is going to increase by about 8%. Now here, I really want you to think about this. I actually have done a video about whether it makes sense to retire sooner than later, where we talk about 3 main things, which is your time, your money, and your health. So you may want to watch that video to give you some more perspective with regards to delaying, or if it doesn't make sense. And point number 10, we're talking about selling things that you don't need. I can't tell you how many clients I walk into their homes and they have every single corner of their home filled. And you know what? Really, it's not necessary. So sell that extra car or a boat or a sewing machine or something else that you have, there's tons of ways that you can go about it. You can have a garage sale, you can hire someone, you can use apps or Facebook Marketplace to get those things done. And really, decluttering and getting rid of stuff has been proven. The research was done. All of those things are going to help you have a better emotional as well as physical health. If you have less clutter in your bedroom, you are going to sleep better. And the bonus tip that I have for you are actually two things. One is called a Flipp app. Flipp. This is an app where you can see all of the circulars for different stores that is going to save you time and money if you want to make some quick plans and make a grocery list before you head out. And tip number 10 is an app called Rakuten, Rakuten, and I will link that information as well for you under this video, where you can get some rebates back for things that you shop and get on a regular basis anyway. So extra money in your pocket. So what changes have you made? What are some of the things that you implemented in your own life to help you save more money and get that budget under control? Please share with us so that way we can share it with others to help them have a great retirement.